presentation doesn't fit.
This doesn't fit.
This doesn't fit.
Hi, my name is Sean Trosper. I'm the principal at MNES. Here at MNES, our goal is to promote the success of every student by providing instruction that is rigorous, relevant, and meaningful to them. We want our students to be challenged while experiencing success on a daily basis. We believe in frequent and ongoing assessment so we know their learning needs. We focus on the process of learning and look to improve each day. Each teacher ends the day by asking, "Did my students learn? And if so, how do I know?" Then we use data to guide our instruction. We also want to meet our students' social and emotional needs through caring and respectful relationships. In other words, we personalize their learning by knowing our students' needs and meeting them daily. Our students have a choice and voice in learning while working at an individual pace and place. I'm excited to share some of the innovative practices in our classrooms. Go Bees!
Hi, I'm Deanna Nichols. I'm the 4th grade teacher here at MNES Elementary, and this is my 2nd year doing the personalized learning pilot. If you walked into my classroom, you would see personalized learning in many different ways. During math, we do small group rotations. The way we make our groups is based on their pretest for each unit. We see what they need help with, and that's how we divide them up into 4 different groups. We have another instructional staff member who comes and helps. She takes a group and she does remediation on any skill that they would be using for the current skill. For example, we are doing multiplication and division, and she's working with math facts with them. When they come to me, they get their lesson for the day to help them to learn the material. Then we have an iExcel station that they get on where they take their data from either their previous test or the pre-test that they were working on, and they work on the skills that they need help on. So for example, if they don't need help with 2 digits times 1 digit multiplication, then they won't have to work on that. They look at their sheet and they see what they need. They also have another rotation that is based on another skill that is needed for the whole class or just for that group, and they work with a volunteer 1 day a week also. During reading, we have small groups that we do based on their reading skill, and we use their benchmark data to see what skills need remediation. So they work with me for that. They also are doing word study, and they're on the skill that they need and the word list that they need help with. They also use adaptive computer programs and reading to help track their data, that I can go in and see what they are doing, and they can also check their data to see where they have made improvements, where they still need to have more work on.
My teacher uses data. She uses pre-test and post-test to see what I need to learn in 4th grade.
My teacher uses unit exams and checkpoints to see what I already know and find out what I need to learn.
I'm Kristen Bell and I teach 3rd grade at MNES. I'm using personalized learning through the use of choice boards. The kids have options as to how they're going to show what they've learned after we've done our instruction. I also use pre-test and quick checks throughout the unit so that I can see what they know before and what they've learned throughout, and I can keep tiering them and changing their groups based on that. They get personalized and differentiated instruction through small groups. We also have choice seating. I have camp chairs, crate seats. They can sit on the floor. They're allowed to move where they're comfortable during their independent learning time.
I can enrich my learning when I show mastery of SOLs and my learning goals.
I work on projects and practice skills for my learning level. I practice skills for future learning and content when I pass my SOLs.
I learn through Google Classroom and personalized learning zones in
empower my learning.
Second one.
That's a lot of things.
Are we ready?
We meet with the coach and tell her our strengths and weaknesses. I can learn at a desk or a table. Our personalized learning coach uses data and shares the information about the scores and standards with me. Then we develop 3 goals and plan to achieve them. My coach and I have an interview. I have choice, voice, pace, and place in my learning. I have Google Classroom's Power My Learning and Need Theory that are personalized just for me.
My name is Lauren Paxton. I'm a new 5th grade teacher here at Manita Elementary, and personalized learning in my classroom looks like several different things. We use a lot of, I give them a lot of choice in their pace. So for example, during math and reading, we have special programs such as iExcel that I will assign an assignment on there, and students can work at their own pace until they reach proficiency in that skill. So we allow pace in the classroom. I also allow choice in things like behavior. So for example, if we have a reward system where we use tickets, and I give choice to the students on what they want to cash in their tickets for, so it keeps them more motivated. Another way that we use personalized learning in our classroom is through data trackers. After a quick check or a quiz on a certain skill, students will be able to track their data in a special binder, and it gives them ownership of their scores. So say if they didn't do so well on a certain skill, they see that and they want to do better, so it gives them that kind of ownership on their learning.
I have a voice to get to say how I spend my coupons from a coupon menu.
I can choose different digital activities built to learning zones that help me pass my tests. I have a choice. I can choose which goal I work on each day and how I work on it. Then I have checkpoints and final mastery assessment. I already completed one of my personal goals, and I also got an award from it, which was from my multiplication.
I can choose how to show what I've learned. I love to choose projects, and I can be creative and show my personality.
My name is Callie Glover, and I'm a 5th grade teacher at Manita Elementary. And in my classroom, personalized learning looks like a few different things. So, for instance, in projects and summative assessments, students are given a choice of different things that kind of meet their needs or the things that interest them. So instead of just a paper pencil exam or test, they'll get to do a trifold poster or a PowerPoint or a regular poster, or different types of projects, different activities. We also use a wide variety of online programs where students can work at their pace and finish assignments at their rate, and they're given the opportunity to move on once they've hit their targets. In order to meet their needs, we use data to look at where they are, what they need to be remediated in, what the students who understand it, they can move on, and that's kind of what personalized learning looks like in my room.
I decide my pace of learning. I use digital education that tracks my progress and moves me along based on my learning needs.
I can work at my own time to learn.
I can choose my place to learn. I can work quietly by my classroom. I can sit in comfy chairs.
I can work where I learn best.
I can write from paper and pencil. I can write my answers.
Number 8, spell the word might. It might rain tomorrow. Might.
Hi, I'm Ellen Fagan. I'm a 5th grade teacher here at Manita Elementary. Personalized learning in my classroom consists of data tracking for the students. They monitor their own progress and determine, or not determine, but can see where they started and how far they've come. I also use Google Classroom to personalize assignments. I also use allowing students to choose where they sit and move around the classroom so that they're comfortable when they're working. The ways that I determine what to personalize is by use of data. So I'm constantly tracking their data myself and using that to create assignments based on their needs.
I track my progress. I use data trackers with quick checks and post-tests. To track progress in class, I also use checkpoints and messages for my personal goals.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Kottner in 2nd grade, and I wanted to talk to you about Power Goal Time. So during Power Goal Time, we personalize by letting our children, they're on many different levels, and they use technology to usually go bounce between reading and math. And while they're doing that on their own levels, I pull kids in a small group based on remediation, so something they need for if they need help with reading, like decoding words, word work, so their spelling. So that's going on. And then there's also children who, if they are not using technology, they're at their seats working on their specific goal. And Mrs. Sarvey will come and check in on them along with myself. And if they have finished their goal, then we choose a new one for them. And I think it works really well here at Manita Elementary.
What I'm doing is I'm making videos for the parents, and the whole idea behind it was there's a lot of times that there's things that I want to tell the parents. So the videos, I try and keep them short. I try and keep them commercial style. And I have in there things that I can model for them or I'd like them to know in little segments. And I always try and include one of the children in the classroom so that that's kind of a good reason for them to watch what we're doing.
Like the pieces of a puzzle.
My education fits at Manita Elementary.